Welcome back, everyone, to Fire Emblem Three Houses after we have had a little bit of a break. Unfortunately, it did caught up when I had my illness a little while back. I've just been waiting for the perfect time, but now we've shelled off the Outer Worlds, we can get going. So last time, we took out Claude. We took out Claude's group. So we got the aftermath for that. And then we got to spend time with our students.
Hey, Teach.
Claude.
Settle down, will you? You're the victor, after all. I could have escaped, but I decided to say hi to Teach. Nothing to worry about. Deirdre has fallen and the Alliance has collapsed. There's nothing I could do to turn things around at this point.
You want me to drop my guard around someone who evaded detection by my soldiers? Impossible. Did you really risk coming here just to say hello?
I did. But mostly, I wanted to say goodbye. I'm leaving Fodlan.
Lend us your strength.
Lend you my... I knew I liked you, Teach. I dare say Fodlan would be a lot more peaceful without me around. Right, Your Majesty?
It's as you say. So long as you remain here, the faction of the Alliance that is against the Empire will continue to support you.
Too true. It's best if I leave this place altogether. I'll just have to find some other way to pay back my debt to you. All I ask is that you go easy on the Alliance. After all, no one there would dare defy you now. And please treat my former classmates well. I've asked them to cooperate with you if I lost.
Wait, did your scheming include a plan for if the Alliance lost?
You think too highly of me. It just seems that way now. Outside of Deirdre, most of the Alliance is unscathed and ready to join your superior strength. In all honesty, I was hoping to become a supreme ruler and lead Fodlan to peace myself. But that won't be happening now.
Claude.
Good luck to you, Edelgard.
We crushed him in battle, and yet... he really is difficult to understand.
Lady Edelgard, Deirdre is now completely under our control. As planned, the Alliance's affairs will now be overseen by Count Burgles.
My father is coming here? First west, then east. You sure keep him busy.
Should the others return to the monastery and prepare to face the kingdom?
Yes, thank you, Hubert. Thanks to all of your efforts, our battle with the Alliance has reached its conclusion. However, we still can't afford to be careless. We must now join the battle against the kingdom. With the strength of the Church on their side, they will prove to be a formidable enemy. More than ever, your support is invaluable. We'll need it in the days to come. But for now, let's enjoy our triumphant return.
Let's get to it!
I'm so happy that the end of the fighting is near. Too bad there's still more violence to come. The Kingdom and the Church of Seiros are worthy for fighting. I will crush them into very small pieces.
Crushing wouldn't yield a lot of pieces, but I guess it would get the job done. With the Professor, we can't lose. Probably.
Oh no, are we fighting Lady Rhea? But she's scary, and she'll be really angry. But no way she can stay in her spooky beast form all the time, right? If she could, she would have come and attacked the monastery as many times as she wanted.
It may be wishful thinking, but perhaps it is a power that she can only access when the situation is dire. But whether she is the Archbishop or the Immaculate One, we cannot be stopped. Half remains, but half is finished. We are certainly moving forward.
No one can stop us from pushing forward. No one.
We're going to continue without saving. So we're going to do a chapter of Fire Emblem. Tempest of Swords and Shields.
Crimson Flower. Pegasus Moon.
It'll either be 2 or 3 parts in the next day or 2, depending on if there's paralogs.
With Deirdre under Imperial control, the Leicester Alliance ceases to exist, and its remaining lords ally themselves with the Empire. The Black Eagle Strike Force, having now conquered all of Eastern Fodlan, confidently moves to invade the kingdom.
And that concludes Count Burghley's report. Just as Claude said, the Old Alliance has willingly fallen under Imperial rule. However, knowing him, there is no telling what manner of poison could be waiting within. We must be careful not to expose any weakness.
Of course, though it seems we can now attack the kingdom without issue.
True. However, you should know that Lord Arundel has entered Deirdre. It would seem he has already started collecting the relics of the Old Alliance.
Let him do as he pleases for now. It's not yet the time to chide him.
Understood. As for the kingdom, as we theorized, it is not entirely united. If we defeat the royal family of House Blathid, and a handful of other notable houses, it should fall under our control quite readily. Those we must target include the houses Fraldarius, Galatea, Gautier, and Karen. We have allies who are close to some of those lords. Perhaps that can be used to our advantage. Persuasion by tears or threats. Perhaps one would consent to act as a hostage. We must make good use of the tools given to us.
What about House Row in Aryan Road, the fortress city? Will they not side with us?
The head of House Fraldarius, Lord Rodrigue, has entered the city. It is possible that he has seized it.
I see. Then it might prove too difficult to strike Ferdiad right away.
Either way, when preparations are complete, we can begin our deployment into the kingdom.
That part of the plan remains unchanged. Professor, is something wrong? Yes, I don't imagine that you have much interest in a running list of noble names. But it matters not. The nobility and the weight of all those names will be gone once the war is over. This month, we must again put all of our effort into preparing for battle. I'm counting on you, my teacher. Professor, you didn't hear anything just now, did you?
Totally did. That was cute.
Cute? Huh. Well, be that as it may, it is not your concern. It was nothing.
Just wind her up a bit.
You seem to be trying your hardest to infuriate me. Don't you dare say that again. It's just, well, there was a rat. I don't enjoy the company of rats. I believe I've told you about this before. About when I was held captive beneath the palace. There were a lot of rats there. To this day, I just... What? Oh, Professor, leave here at once. I recall now that Hubert needs to speak with me. I must change my clothes. Now! Whatever you do, don't look this way. Then forget what you saw. That's an order.
Yep, we got paralogs. Hammond's birthday. We're just going to give you flowers. Oh yeah, there was new patches. Oh, that's a lot of paralogs, actually. Available until 4/26, 4/26. So what are we on? Oh, we got plenty of time. So we're only gonna do one paralog today. I wonder which one we'll do. What we got? We got Edelgard. Oh, we got so many we could do. It's interesting. But we're gonna go explore as usual. It's what I like to do on the first days.
What the?
I've lived at Garrigmach Monastery for a few decades now. Still, the other day I got myself all turned around. There are so many secret rooms and hidden passages. Maybe I'll take the time to properly search the place. Care to join me? I expect it'd take a whole day.
Right, we're just going to hold fire on spending our points as well.
Okay. I just wanted to help out my brother Randolph, so I aspire to be a soldier. My brother puts his life on the line to fight, so I'll put everything I have into it too. Eventually, the enemy will attack, and when they do, we'll defend this place to the bitter end.
Hey, you know as well as I do the day's coming that we'll have to fight the Archbishop and her knights. We've got some strong fighters here, sure, but even with all our training, I don't know if we can win. I just don't see how any of us can compete with the Archbishop, say, turning into a monster. Yeah? What if that fight's to the death? Yours and mine in particular.
Oh, she did not like that.
Huh? First
Thirds.
Lester, next Fargus? That'll be really tough. Look, Professor, fighting Fargus? Isn't there some way we can come to an understanding? Yeah, but Edelgard and her idiot sidekick haven't shown much desire to compromise, have they? Truthfully, I hate the idea of planning to kill people I used to be so close with. I guess everybody feels that way, though.
I need to work out what does Byleth need. I should have properly researched that before coming into the screen. Bernie, we got a job for you. Bernie should have this on ice.
Still here.
How fucking dare you?
A little scratch won't stop me.
Yeah, buddy! Well done.
Unstoppable.
Even though I don't need it, we might as well, seeing as we've got a HP recovery available.
A little scratch won't stop me.
Let's heal up again. I believe in you, Bernie.
home again soon.
Superb. Really happy with that. So we get a Silver Bow Plus. Gonna get some Professor points as well.
Heya.
Greenhouse next. What's up, Mercedes?
Oh, Claude. I'm so relieved that he managed to make it out alive. You'll be fighting the kingdom next, right? Then the church? Isn't there some way we can do this without fighting Dimitri and Lady Rhea? I suppose not.
We're gonna hold fire on spending points for now.
The kingdom always is cold. We have hatred for the cold. Bridget is not cold. We have no cold spirit. Does the goddess of Fodlan give protection from the cold? I am wishing I knew how to ask her.
I'm getting the hang of this.
Let's have a little poke around then.
May I say, General Ladislava is really popular among the citizens of the Empire. If I remember correctly, the Emperor herself has recognized her genius and made her a general. Despite her considerable talent, she never puts on airs. And she's beautiful, too. She's even known as the Scarlet Warrior.
Quest.
Ah. Hey, how about a favor?
Is this the new character then?
Hey, welcome. You have a good eye. A pleasure do. You have a good eye. A pleasure doing. You have a good eye. You have a good eye. A pleasure. You have a good eye. A pleasure doing
Gifts.
business. You have a good eye. A pleasure. You have a good eye. A pleasure. Come again.
Hello there. This one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I thank. Return soon, please.
Not worried about weapons and stuff for now.
Say no. Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. You may already know this, but the Kingdom and the Alliance were once a single entity. The leaders of the Alliance, House Regan, are actually a branch of the Blythed royal family. In a way, it's just a battle of the part of the Blythed family tree that rose in rebellion against the Empire. Right.
We've got shit going on up here.
War isn't kind to you if you're a recluse. By the time you realize what's going on, you're already under attack. And if you're off by yourself, you can get killed with no one ever even finding out. Got me out of my room at least. That's good, right?
While the battle with the Alliance is over, we still need to stay vigilant. Both the Church and the Kingdom are not to be taken lightly. I have a feeling we'll draw their attention soon. Weapon prep and training are of the utmost.
Yeah, calm down.
Got me out of my room? Thanks so much.
Come, Bernadetta, and let us have tea.
is it? Did I do something wrong? Thanks so much.
Have some tea.
Not cool yet. Huh?
Ah, crap. None of those look very Bernadetta-esque. Fashion again. Ah, we haven't got a nice tea time. Upsetting, but what are you going to do?
Can you help me?
Search for rare Fodlin goods.
What? King Demetria Fargus possesses superhuman strength. I heard he can lift a horse with a single hand. I wonder if it's true.
It is not true. I will save you the...
Let me see.
Hey there. Finally, the kingdom. After that, we'll battle the church. I volunteered for monastery guard duty. It was more for my family than anything. But now, from the bottom of my heart, I want to see Her Majesty ruling this land. Even if it costs me my life, I will protect Garreg Mach.
My father is holding Aryan Road secure. Our next battle will be there, against him. Or in Ferdiad, which the king is protecting. You just worry about yourself.
We'll watch some skits.
Bernadetta.
Lady Edelgard, what can I do for you?
I appreciate all the effort you're making to overcome your fear of me. Your dedication is commendable. However...
I'm just getting in your way, aren't I? Knew it, Bernie. You're just an intruder. Nobody wants you around. Stupid! Oh.
Bernadetta.
Yes?
The problem you keep running into is that you don't listen to what people are really saying. That's why your efforts are in vain. You need to listen instead of jumping to your own conclusions. Are you listening to me?
Yes.
Then why aren't you responding?
Were you wait. What was I upset about again? That's weird. I forgot why I was about to scream, and now I don't even need to. What a nice feeling.
You're trying your best. I know that. But even so...
But what? What did I do this time? I'm so sorry. Whatever it is. I'll go to my room and never bother you again.
Wait, you didn't let me finish. I was only going to say that...
God damn it, Birdie. What other birdie ones have we got? Lindhart.
Show them this letter. Threaten them. Do what you must. Now go.
Yes, sir. Hubert, that letter. Is that what I think it was?
I suppose there's no denying it.
But Edelgard...
explicitly forbade me to send it. Yes, I know.
I cannot believe it! You disobeyed a direct order? I thought you were her loyal aide.
Unwaveringly. All that I do for her. I seem to recall you expressing a similar sentiment. It is our role to guide her when she is on the wrong course of action. Is that not what you said?
You are not supposed to do it in secret. When you disagree with your leader, you must voice your concerns directly. Otherwise, what is the point?
The point is the same. Lady Edelgard's best interests are served whether she knows it or not. She needs not trouble herself with the mundane details of my actions. Only results matter.
You are sorely misguided. When I believe that Edelgard is making a mistake, I tell her as much. Through discussing the matter, I sometimes find that I was mistaken. To skip that process, to make a decision that is not yours to make.
Perhaps your advice is simply useless then.
Excuse me?
Listen to yourself. If I do as Lady Edelgard requires, then you tell me to be more independent. But if I tread my own path, I am misguided. I suppose the fault is mine for expecting any useful advice to come out of your mouth.
Ugh, I have had enough of your grousing. To think, I started to believe you were a useful aid.
We'll do one more.
Hey Felix, you free? You don't look very busy. Let's go find some girls to chat with.
Chat with them by yourself. You're interrupting my training.
Hey, come on. Don't talk like that. How long have we known each other?
Long enough, if you ask me. We only know each other because of our parents' friendship. I didn't have a say in it.
Is that how it went? Huh. I remember it more like you always following me around. Whenever there was something wrong, like you lost to your brother, or you fought with Dimitri, you'd come crying to me. You were so meek and pure back then. Cute even. Like a baby brother.
That's enough.
What?
I said that's enough!
Hey, sorry. I just came to see if you wanted to pick up some girls. I didn't mean to get on your nerves.
Look, you've been getting on my nerves for years. I've tried to be patient with you, but I'm tired of holding my tongue. You're reckless in your personal affairs and in battle, and you're always prattling on about women.
Well, if a man sees a pretty girl, he can't just let her pass by without commenting. That's just rude.
You're insatiable. Do you ever stop? Certainly not to practice your sword technique. You always skip training. And you never consider how your actions hurt others, or how you hold them back.
That's never my intention. Come on. You know me better than that. I'm not really... Look, if that's the impression I've given you, then I'm sorry.
Guys, kiss and make up. Right, let's have a look. Just wanted me to go up here, so we're going to do that. We need to speak to Adel anyway.
If the Alliance falls, then if we hesitate, we risk losing the initiative. I do think we should let the troops rest, though. We must maintain morale, Professor. And let's make sure this matter stays between us. If it gets out, I'll struggle to forgive even you. It seems you don't comprehend the consequences of angering the Emperor.
I got gifts for you.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I appreciate.
Load you up with gifts.
I appreciate. I appreciate. Interesting choice.
Oh, she don't like that.
I appreciate. I appreciate. I appreciate. I appreciate. I appreciate. Thank you for this.
She liked that though. Not enough to move us onto A rank, though.
I do think we...
So we got to keep buttering her up.
I appreciate... I appreciate... Thank you. I appreciate... I appreciate... I appreciate...
Still nothing, eh?
I do think we... I do think we... Thank you.
Tea, maybe, will solve this issue?
Did you go out of your way to select my favorite tea? Thank you for the thought. Thank you.
Have some tea.
This is lovely. Yes. No.
Oh, fuck off!
Huh? Of course. Huh? Wow. You're always...
I'm just gonna nod. Ah, didn't like that either.
Thank you.
We got a great tea time. Damn it, Adel. Why are you not popping that A rank? Oh, son of a bitch.
The Leicester Alliance is no more. 300 years of history. Gone and done. They write operas about events like this, you know? I'm sure you'll be played by the most handsome actor of the time. Hearts will pound as he takes the stage. A diva will play 80. You'll fall madly in love, even if it isn't historically accurate. Are you sure? Thank you, Professor. 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 I'm sorry, but that's...
Ah, I thought it might be. Dorothea is not buttered up by me in a fiver, is she? No. Leonie, Ingrid at S-Class. Other people need work. It's just so I can get the cutscene at the end with S-Class compatibility. Can we see any glowing shit? There's glowing shit there. And the quest. And Leonie. Making good time.
The worst part about going into battle is knowing you might have a friend fighting for the other side. You were a mercenary, Professor. Were you always prepared for that? Guess I need to learn. Won't make a very good mercenary otherwise, will I? Fighting old friends. There's nothing worse. My hands shake just thinking about it. I'm glad Claude didn't die. Does that make me soft? The worst part of
I need to find people who can train me in horse.
What do you say? The battle ended without House Ardelia getting involved. Although, I've no desire to continue on with my family. So from here on out, it's up to Edelgard. I have Claude to thank. Ultimately, this ended without the Alliance being entirely consumed by this war. It's all thanks to Claude.
Claude von Regan. What an interesting character. Underneath that compassionate exterior, he was always cold and calculating. Ordinary fools run headlong into combat without even considering the possibility of defeat. But to consider one's chances and to prepare for plans to go awry, that takes real intelligence. I have to say, I am impressed beyond words. I have a request for you.
Where's the glowing thing? Cash in.
Nice job.
Oh no.
Thoughts?
Appreciate it. Welcome.
Okay.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Come back soon.
You're too soft. I'm talking about Claude. Our Emperor mercilessly cuts down all those who stand in her way. But perhaps she is more tolerant of those who know their place.
You two, kiss and make up.
I realized it after I got to the monastery. Nobody in Fargus knows how to cook.
I'm happy to eat alone, but...
Damn. Damn, 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 damn.
Dear God, I wonder. Was there really no way to end it without fighting Claude? You're probably right. I suppose the only thing I can do for him now is pray that he may live the rest of his life in happiness.
Hi,
Where's Lindhard? I ain't got enough points. I know I ain't.
Maybe.
What?
Where are you, Linda?
Right.
Professor, I've been exploring the Holy Mausoleum. It's quite interesting in there. There is a mechanism I believe would allow us passage into the Holy Tomb, but I'm unclear on how to activate it. My research hasn't turned up much. It may come down to asking the Archbishop for details. Indeed. We'll see if it's worth the trouble.
Right, now I just need to prioritize. Horseback riding, I think, is what I need, if I'm not mistaken.
The majority is with us. This conflict will end soon. I am so moved by the Alliance Noble's decision. That is true nobility, acting in accordance with the people's needs and wishes. As war drags on, those living near the front lines inevitably get the worst of it. We will not see such a peaceful resolution in Fargus, I am afraid, as it is ruled by the royal family, not a council of nobles.
Did you meet my father in Deirdre? I guess he'll be responsible for controlling the Regan territory and maintaining popular support. Not really sure what all that means, though. You're probably right. I'll do my best.
So who else can teach horse? Yuritsa, maybe. Assuming I can find him. Surly bastard.
Hey!
Definitely.
Let me see. No.
What about this?
Yep, he's proper fucking hiding.
Hey there.
He's meant to be here, isn't he?
Hey.
According to that map.
Definitely.
Yes.
Oh, there he is.
Neither the Emperor nor the Empire have my allegiance. It is all simply part of the agreement. There is no other reason for me to be here.
Beautiful. Sylvain, do you have horse?
Truthfully,
No, you do not.
What? While the battle, both weapon practice.
Hmm.
The worst part about...
Fuck it.
What do you say? The battle, although I have ultimately...
Right. Everything's done. Let's move on. We're gonna instruct manually.
I'm improving. Now. Nothing worth... Praise isn't necessary.
Are you getting praise?
Nothing worth... Now.
I appreciate your... I am begin... I am relieved I got it. Another gain. I am quite... I appreciate... Seems simple.
Who else needs...
Nailed! I think I'm in... I'll get it next time. Thanks for your help. Nailed! Nailed! Thanks for your help.
Ingrid for sure needs all sorts of stuff. I always forget.
That was just...
Any chip we can get on flying will be good.
Wow. Wow.
I'll certainly do... Easier. Don't stop. Guess all that time was...
Oh, fuck, I forgot about Leone. So I want to check. Horse. Begin training.
May I ask you something? Sorry I asked.
Damn, we gave the wrong. Yes, we got A rank with Edelgard now.
Oh, it's you, Professor. I was certain it was Hubert coming to drag me back to my duties.
Your Majesty, you must know your supreme talents are needed at present. Why not gaze at these documents instead of the sky?
Doesn't it? And the worst part is that he's always right, so I can't even argue with him. But that's enough about Hubert for the moment. While I have your attention, I'd like to thank you for your help in that last battle. As you well know, I'm perfectly capable of commanding the army by myself. However, when you're around, it's somehow different. I'm not sure I can properly explain it. I suppose your perspective on the battlefield is simply sharper than mine. When you're devising tactics and tricks for us, it's almost as though you can read the enemy's mind. There's no getting around it. Your talent for strategy far exceeds my own. I'm quite jealous, in all honesty. Is that a fact? Well, if you insist. I suppose a flower from another's field is always more beautiful. I'll admit, I think of you as rather detached. So to hear that you have emotions such as jealousy is something of a relief. I can't deny it. Ever since I underwent those procedures, I've certainly distanced myself from the ordinary world.
Oh.
That word somehow doesn't seem adequate. Besides, we've been friends for a long time, you and I. By now, we're so much more than that, at least in my mind. You know, instead of Edelgard, you can call me just Elle, if you so please. That's what my parents and closest sisters used to call me when I was little. Now there's no one left who calls me Elle. But with you, well, I think I could allow it. In fact, it would mean a great deal to me. Why? Well, you have stood beside me and shared my burdens. As I said, you are much more than a friend. In truth, you are like family to me. I suppose that's why.
Oh, that's adorable.
I'm with Ingrid? I'm not gonna get away with anything.
Stop messing around and get moving. You don't work, you don't eat.
Fine, fine. Let's do this.
Right, we're going to see how we do for the end of the month. Going to be quite hard pressed to get people on master classes, I think.
Can I use this off? I'm just not there yet.
And on to the middle of the month. So, we're going to definitely go into battle. But we're going to have a little break. Probably around half an hour, 40 minutes. I really want to get something to eat. But yeah, that's where we're leaving it for now. We'll be back within the hour. I'll see you next time. Have a cracker.